A little bit tired this morning. Woke up at like 5:45. Don't usually get up that early. After this walk I'll be getting ready. I'll go into my granddad's to help him out. He's going to be making wine. What we're actually going to be doing is going to get the grapes and get them juiced, and then I'm just helping him like carry all the juice and whatnot, do the heavy lifting and take it back to his. He did start making the wine technically. He added sugar to it, but there wasn't a lot of wine making, but we just went to get it. Yeah. Oh, that was really nice. Wow, I only just realised now that I've been awake for maybe like 50 minutes or so. I've only just realised now that I'm trying to stay sober. I've had no thought of, until just now, making this video, but yeah, zero thought of trying to abstain. That's quite a happy thought. That's a really happy thought. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in a different video, but I've also quit coffee. I've just quit everything really. What is this, day 6? Feels really good already. Only day 6. This has been like the longest week of my life, but in a good way. As it's not flown by, feels like I've done a lot.
Félreteszi saját magát. Döntéseket hoz és esetleg kudarcot val.
So I got to my grandparents' house for 8 o'clock and she made me a light breakfast. Just some fried chicken. No, I'm joking. She actually made it for lunch, but I couldn't resist, so I did have some for breakfast. After breakfast, she flexed her highest score on her game, which seems pretty high. I don't really know this game, but seems like she's pretty good at it. We were supposed to wait until we get a call from the guys who were getting the grapes off, but my granddad didn't want to wait any longer because they were running late, so we set off and we waited pretty much outside theirs. He's the sort of person that if he says he's going to be somewhere at 7 a.m, he's going to be there at 6 a.m, so this was quite tough for him to stay at home any longer. He rang the people and they didn't pick up. They belled back 20 minutes later and basically said that there was another like 40-minute or so wait. So then we went for a drive trying to find a little cafe or something to sit in and get a drink. And then we ended up pulling up to this corner shop and I was like, "Oh, Grandad, this is a corner shop." And we ended up pulling back out, and then luckily next door there was just a cafe there, so we pulled up here, and then, well, we went in, and I ended up getting the usual Coke Zero, and he got a coffee, and then he had a look at this ugly birdcage candle holder thing. I don't think he was impressed. He finished his coffee in probably like 2.5 minutes, and then he was ready to go, so we got back in the car, and then we proceeded to wait back in the original spot instead. I didn't bring my tripod with me, so I tried to jam the camera in between 2 big branches of this tree, but as you can tell it didn't work. So then I tried again, and then it worked for the second time. And then I did some stretching whilst I waited. I thought I might as well make the most of this free time and be productive, I guess. Good 10 minutes later, they finally arrived. Sorry for the poor filming. I didn't quite get round to asking them if it's cool with everyone that I'm kind of filming. So I've tried to kind of hide it, so it's not the best. No one actually noticed, but then I asked and I actually got some better footage like this. That's all the grapes. My man was just flexing his wine cellar. He had loads of huge barrels. And yeah, it's annoying. My camera's not very good in low light, so I wasn't really able to capture the rest of the room, but it was pretty big and there were quite a few more barrels down there. So basically they put it into a crusher which removes the stems and lightly crushes the grapes. This second machine presses the crushed grapes to separate the juice from the skins, seeds and pulp. So my man here dipped his refractometer in the juice, and then you look through that thing, point it towards the light, and then it shows you the sugar levels of the juice. This was pretty cool. I've never seen anything like this. Now the juice was done, my granddad was just filling up his plastic containers that we're going to take it in, and believe it or not, we were done within like 30 minutes. We were in and out. They were really quick with everything. They weren't messing about. Pretty proud of how this shot turned out. It looks quite cool, but then I had to ruin it. And instead of going on the grass, I went up here, and then it just turned into a massive mess about to try and like get through all these little gaps and whatnot. I didn't record any more of this, but the rest of the time I just parked up further down on the grass, and yeah, I should have gone that way this time, but I didn't. Yeah, well, it was nice for a sec anyway. My granddad used to grow his own grapes here, but he had to get rid of it all because of his old age, and well, he just couldn't really look after it anymore. Once I brought all the containers over, we then like sucked the juice down into this container and then into the barrel. We also added sugar before doing that, and then, well, check the sugar levels again. Another good day, another day sober.
No.